In this video, I'm going to show you where to find all the Wikelo items. So the first Wikelo mission, we're going to accept this contract. So you go to your contracts, you accept the first mission. We're going to actually farm these items, which is the ready-made meal Meatball Marinara. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Then is the Vestal Water and the Tundra Kopion horns. So we're going to do all of these items. Let's quickly accept this. And then we get into our ship. I'll show you where to go just now, so just give me a sec until I get into my ship, or else I won't actually be able to show you on the star map. Okay, we're in our ship. Let me just show you on the star map where we're going to go first. The first place to go to is probably going to be Grimax. So Grimax is in the Crusader system here, or next to the Crusader planet. All we're going to have to do is go to Yala, and here we will find Grimhex. You can also type in Grimhex into the search box. So Grimhex. And this is basically the lawless station where you can have a crime stat. So it's a very good station to go towards. Even if you have a crime stat, you can still do this mission. So let's quickly make our way towards Grimhex, and then I'll show you how to get the ready-made meal and the water first. And then we'll actually go and farm the Kopion or the Tundracopion horns. Alright, we're approaching Grimax. Let's quickly put on our shields. Turn on our lights so nobody crashes in towards us. Let's quickly see where we can land. I'm just gonna land on the landing pad outside of Grimax. You can see it's an asteroid base. And you can land without actually having to call your hangar. So let's quickly land outside. There you can see there's a few landing pads that we can use. So I'm gonna land on the first landing pad right here. Actually, just not to confuse you, I'm gonna call the hangar so we can start at the same point of reference. So I'm gonna first land in the hangar, and then I'll take you from the hangar towards where we have to go and buy the items. It might just be a little bit easier for you just to follow me from the hangar. Okay, I'm quickly landing into the hangar. Let's make sure we're nice and safe. Alright, we're here. Let's go towards our elevator, and I'll show you where to go and buy the ready-made meal and the water. Okay, we're going up with the lift. Just follow along with me and I'll show you where to go. Okay, once we're out of the lift, we can make a left here. Somebody's ship is here. And you'll find these two elevators. We have to go to these elevators. Go in here, and then we're going to go to main concourse. This is where we have to be to buy the water and the ready-made meal. Once you're out of the elevator, we're going to go up the steps. Just make a left here. We're going to go up these stairs as well. Go through this doorway. And here we will find like an armor shop with a neon sign. This is where we want to be. So at this terminal you can go and buy the water and the ready-made meal. So let's first buy the ready-made meal. So we want a ready-made meal Meatball Marinara meal. We're just gonna quick buy one. And we also want the Vestal Water. Vestal Water. And we're also gonna buy one of this. And this is all that we need for Wikelo. Now we need to go and farm some Kopion horns. Let's make our way back to our ship. Hopefully you know how to get back to the ship, but just in case, I'm just quickly going to go to the hangars. It's basically just the way you came. Let's go back to the lobby. And now we can go back to the terminals here. You can call your ship if you haven't already stored your ship. Go to the elevators and we can go back to our hangar. Okay, we're in our hangar. Before you actually leave and go to Microte to farm the Kopion horns, we have to take our ready-made meal and put it into our inventory. So remember to actually loot your ready-made meal and the water that you just bought, or else you'll kick yourself in the toe for not remembering this. Alright, so now we're going to go to Microte. Microte is the place where we're going to farm the Tundracopion horns. This is one of the only places that we can go to farm the horns. So type in Microte and plot your destination to Microte. Seems like we can't plot it yet. You might just have to go out of the hangar before we can plot it. Okay, going out of the hangar, let's see if we can go to Microte. There we go. Okay, let's make our way to Microte. And then once we're at Microte, I'll actually explain to you how to farm the Tundra. Alright, we just arrived at Microte. Next we're going to have to go to the data center or a data center, which we're just going to search in the Mobiglass or the star map. We're going to search KH3. So this is what we're going to search. KH3, and then we're going to go to empty data center KH3. This is where we're going to find the Kopions. The Tundra Kopions only spawn in these darker areas on the planet. There's only a few places to actually spawn these types of Kopions. So let's make our way towards that data center. Let's see here. There's the data center. It's a little bit bright, but that's a good thing since we don't have to fly in the dark. If it's on the dark side of the planet, it's a little bit more difficult to spot the Tundracopions, but it's no problem since I will also show you how to just scan for these creatures and farm their horns. Okay, never mind, we are on the dark side of the planet, so it's super dark. It's actually a good thing since if you encounter the same problem, you'll know what to do. Basically what we're going to do now is fly towards the ground while scanning. Make sure you actually are scanning since you do not want to crash into the ground. Turn on your shields. You see in the distance there's an unknown. Now that unknown can mean that there's a Tundracopion. So let's quickly take it slow. Just take it nice and slow. We do not want to crash the ship. Since it's so dark we can't see anything. And the lights of the ships is even on. We're just gonna fly towards that unknown. There's some more unknowns. That seems like, yeah, that's crystals and minerals and stuff. Flying nice and low here. Okay, there should be some Tundras here, definitely. Alright, here we just find a whole pack. Lucky for us. So there you can see it's just a little bit. They look small, but they're actually very dangerous. So there's the Tundracopion. I'm just gonna take them out with the ship guns. I'm not gonna get out. Might just be a little bit safer shooting them with the ship lasers. You can press G and you can activate gimbal mode. Okay, we've killed a few of them. Hoppa. Okay, I think it's time to go and land. Let's quickly land and then we just take them out with the gun. Since I'm gonna blow up this ship. Okay, let's make sure we're reloaded. Take them out. These are very dangerous creatures, by the way, and they're quick, so make sure you take your time. Okay. Wait, don't roll. I'm just gonna try and loot the horns before they disappear. So I'm just gonna press F on them to loot their horns. Okay, those few can go. Is it in my inventory? Yeah, we have 2 Kopion horns in the inventory. Let's go and take these as well. So you just press F on them to store their horns. We only need 3, but I'm gonna loot all of them. Let's take these. Easy peasy. Alright, I think that's all of them. Let's go back to the ship and then we can hand this in to Wikelo. Now we're just going to go to the mission objective. There should be a Wikelo at every main planet. So Microte has one, Crusader has one, Hurston, and so forth. So we're just gonna hand in at Microte just because it's the closest one. So let's quickly quantum towards the mission giver or to Wikelo. Alright, we have just arrived here at the Wikelo area. So now we're going to go and land. Just do a few scans so we don't fly into any rubble. Turn on our shields. I'm not sure where we should land, but I'm sure we can just call for a hangar and we'll definitely know where to land. This isn't almost the zone, so nobody can attack you. Oh, there's Wikelo.
Not expect anyone today. Can you see? I cannot see.
Here's a character. Can you see? I cannot see. We're actually getting a large hangar. It's insane. Alright, let's go and hand in our goodies. See what we can find here. There's a bunch of ships outside as well. Maybe they have something stored away. Here's the Wikelo that we've been waiting for. Look at that. Okay, let's land. Good day, Mr. Wikelo. We're probably going to have to land near the hangar. I think this is the hangar, right? Where you hand in the items. Let's just make sure it is. I don't think so. It is. There's the little thing where you call it down. So we're just gonna land here and then we're gonna place the items on the elevator. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna place all of the items right here. Maybe we can store them somewhere first. Let's quickly see, isn't there a terminal where we can equip and unequip items? Then I can just call it up on the elevator and down again. Ah, I found one. So just under Wikelo we can see there's a little thing where we can store the loot. So here we can actually deposit it. It's probably much safer to deposit in here than onto the elevator, since we know those elevators can be buggy. I'm just going to split the items into 3 and keep the rest on me, just in case it gets buggy. I don't know what's up here, but we'll check it out a little bit later. First, let's hand in these items. So we have to go towards the elevator and then we can hand in our first mission. So here we're at the trade terminal. Going to go here, call down the elevator and then back up with all of the items, and then we're going to lower the elevator again. Okay, let's quickly drag in the items. So 3 Kopion horns, 1 ready-made Meatball Marinara meal, and then the Vestal Water. So we're gonna raise the elevator again. Where's our meals and stuff? Don't see it. It should probably be in the corner right here. It's so small you can't even see it. But there it's located. Now we have to lower the elevator again. And then we should be able to hand in this mission.
Welcome and thank you for your pleasant visit.
There we go. Say confirm. Now the mission should be completed. Hey.
Oh, thank you. Very fine quality this is. Should have something good for you somewhere.
His English is as broken as my English, but we did it, and this is how you do the first Wikelo mission. If you want to see more videos just like this or even better, make sure to subscribe.